and we are going to go racing. It's round 8 of the Grand Am Rolex Sports Car Series. It's the Sahlen 6 Hours of the Glen, a famed event at a legendary circuit, and what a day to get things going. It's been a heavy workload in the series. It's going to be a big workload today. Let's go racing in upstate New York. The 6 Hours of the Glen is underway.
Look at Garcia. He thought he should have had the pole. He should have stayed out for one more lap. He got pipped by Scott Pruitt. He slots into second.
Donahue goes around the outside. GT class start. It's Jordan Taylor looking good. Emil Asentato is coming under pressure in that Ferrari big time from Robin Liddell.
Remember last year here, a huge crash with Joey Logano as he got it wrong in the old turn 5 downhill.
This is a shake-up. Joao Barbosa's got through to second. Almost took the lead there.
So the Portuguese driver, who was furious last week with Oswaldo Negri after contact in the closing laps on the front straight at Road America, he's turning it up here in the Action Express Corvette number 9. Now we are under a full course caution, and this is for the second week in a row this car has caught fire. This is the Magnus Racing Porsche. It caught fire towards the closing stages of the Road America race, and now it's done it again.
That was a blown engine at Road America where the oil in the tailpipe caught fire. This is not the same. As you can tell by the black smoke, this has caught the carbon fiber on fiber.
Let's go, and it's the Action Express number 9 at the front, but look at Pruitt. Keen to duck out of that draft. He tries the inside line, can't do it. Look at the 10 SunTrust car.
Yeah, he repeats a move, really cut and paste from a move he did earlier in the race. Oh, there's some bodywork flying there. That may have been the 77 car, or is that the 10? No, that is the 10.
Look at the blue and yellow Mazda. Here comes the FXDD Ferrari on the inside. Is there going to be contact here?
That's our championship leader, Jeff Siegel. You don't normally see himself put himself in that sort of situation. That was a risky move, Dorsey.
It was.
And he got some damage, I think, on the left front corner of the Ferrari.
Watch him run up on the curb here once he realizes he's made a mistake, trying to make it not happen, and as a result.
This is for second in GT. We've got a new leader. Jordan Taylor's climbed back up the front. Andrew Davis got around Sylvain Tremblay. So too did Boris Said. The 70 Speed Source machine goes back to 4th place. Wayne Nonamaker's lining up for a shot. The ESM Patron Ferrari is there. Guy Cosmo's coming. This GT class today, the pressure has been relentless. And David Donahue still in that 6th position ahead of Ollie Gavin. Look at this now. Coming into GT traffic. The Gainsco 01, the 99 Red Dragon for Bob Stallings' organisation. The Ganassi machine has the upper hand, and it threads the needle through GT traffic.
This is where you have to be really careful there. There you see Scott Pruitt dive into the inside, but you've got to manage that traffic. You've got to really check up enough to get a good run and not allow that car behind you to gain the momentum and make the pass.
Hey, Brian, pressure on the team. This is a thrilling battle across the top 3.
And a strategy down here of putting Scott Pruitt back in. Memo Rojas is out after a single. Timmy Keene, that's what their strategy was. They changed the gear in this car. A lot of wind right in your face down the back straightaway today, so they've gone to a different gear. They're getting the top speed that they need, Jamie.
This is for the lead of GT. Matt Bell coming under increasing pressure from Jonathan Bomarito, and he's made an error. Mid-corner there, just a little bobble, and Bomarito is on the spot to pounce.
Yeah, and he's looking really strong. I mean, that Mazda is hooked up. You can see there, he just tighten his hands up there, Dorsey. Still get the power down, and that's really the mark. What you're doing with the steering wheel and what you're doing with the throttle at the same time, if you can get down on the gas pedal with your hands tight, that means that you've still got grip in those tires.
Yeah, and for Matt Bell, the wiggle that started that whole thing shows that he doesn't have that same sort of grip.
It's not Jeff Siegel, I take it back, it's the AF Waltrip car.
They've been in the wars a little bit today with these DP cars, and there you see Westy gets clipped, cuts down that left tire. And remember, this is a similar scenario to what happened to Antonio Garcia when he was leading at Road America just last week, and it was a long lap back to the pit lane. We see the carcass of the tire finally dispatch itself from the race car.
And then that 3-hour mark just passed. The 9 of Darren Law inherited the race lead.
Wow.
How about that for Action Express?
Wow.
Right to the seconds.
Snuck under the radar there. Brilliant job by that team in terms of getting good fuel mileage with a fast race car. That is huge. Bill Aublin said, I can't believe how intense this is. I think there was a double message there, like he liked the racing, but do we really need to be trading paint? But here you see Matt Bell get a little bit loose there, coming out of the 2 of the boots, should I say, and that gives Billy Johnson the run down into the next brake zone. The pass is complete.
Billy Johnson set that up really good.
Bourdais is looking for his first Daytona prototype win.
Oh, damage!
Big collision.
Middle of the GT pack, contact.
It's not over with yet. Look at the car cutting across.
Oh, and that was the 66 TRG car with Ben Keating behind the wheel.
The Whalen car is involved.
We're going to be back to yellow for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
That was nasty. That was a big hit. Let's go racing, keep it clean. Here we go.
Some of the best. Oh, look at that. Barbosa moving over, trying to block Westy down into turn one, and he makes it.
Keep an eye on that pale blue and white car.
I think
Who
that's
is in that?
Oh, he's going back right in the middle of GT, guys.
Oh, that's Paul Tracy got turned there.
Does a
Quick
back
spin,
turn.
nice job.
Hey, there's
That's Martin Raginger looking pretty animated because there's a fire on a Porsche. This is the second one we have seen today.
yeah, it's steaming under the hood.
Yeah, that's not the engine department, obviously, on
No,
a
that's
Porsche, so
unfortunately-
something's going to miss.
That's the fuel department under
Yeah.
there. That's even worse. And look, he's going to take the fire extinguisher and deal with this himself.
Remember, we saw the 44 go up in smoke because I think in the
Now, you gotta
44
watch this.
situation, I'm not sure that John Potter used the onboard fire extinguisher quickly enough.
Restrain and pull that up. Look at the inside. Barbosa defends. Pruitt's going to go the outside, side by side. Pruitt and Barbosa. Look at the master. He runs out high and wide.
Not a good spot to be in right now, though, because he's going to head up the S's.
Remember, Barbosa is mad. He's been roughed up a couple of weeks in a row. He said, I'm not going to take it anymore. I'm just going to get the hammer down, and everyone else has to get out of my way.
And there's a racetrack full of junk on the outside.
Lee Keen wringing the neck on this Porsche. He realizes it's go time. Hammer down. Shouldn't need any more fuel. Away we go.
Don't think that paper's enough to do much of anything, you know, as long as it just hangs down there low like that. Blocked off a little bit. I don't think it's enough, though. Billy's got a good run. He's going to try to go one way. Knows he can't. Goes to the outside. Now watch this.
He's later on the brakes there. He's trying to roll the speed through the corner, and Robin just leans on him all the way up to the curb. Billy had to take off.
Bourdais maintains third, but he's starting to drop back. Look at Barbosa. Thought about going the other side of Jeff Siegel.
Look
there
out,
he goes
inside.
inside.
Brilliant move. What a move. That was fantastic. He saw a crack in the door, and he just filled it.
A power play for sure. I mean, there was just enough room, and he saw that room and took it.
He telegraphed that move back up the track when he thought about going on the inside of Jeff Siegel, and then the gap opened up in the middle and he grabbed that very opportunistic move. Now let's see if Gurney's got something to come back with. Can you believe this? In this 6-hour race, it's going to come down to the final 3.5 minutes to decide and determine a winner.
And a lot of GT traffic in front of these guys. They're going to get to it, and they're going to get to it at the worst place, right up there going into the inner loop.
Where do you do it? Alex has got to go. Oh, that's bad timing.
The 73 went to move outside of the Mazda and cost Alex Gurney big.
What a comeback from lost ground by Alex Gurney. There's
coming.
traffic ahead.
Man.
This is not over yet. This is road racing at its best.
They're going to get the traffic at the worst place on this racetrack, right before start-finish line, determining who's going to win this race.
Who are you cheering for? Who do you think's going to do it? This famed event has delivered an incredible finish. It's Chevrolet Corvette 1 and 2. It's Action Express versus Gainsco. I think Barbosa's got enough. To the line he has. Action Express are in victory lane. Barbosa and Law, their first victory in this classic event. How about that?
What a fantastic race. Great job by everyone there on the podium today. Joao, Alex, and Sebastian, brilliant drives.
Hey, Gary Nelson, you can smile now. The pressure is off. It's going to be a magical day for Chevrolet. They've got the win in Daytona Prototypes and just a few more corners for GT. Robin Liddell is going to keep his championship hopes well and truly alive with a victory in just a matter of moments.
He's got to climb out of the toe of the boot here. It's an uphill run. He's got to get all the way up through and onto that front straightaway. He's got enough speed at hand, certainly enough distance.
North American Endurance Championship round 2, I believe, in 5th spot, and that is huge.
Robin Liddell has been waiting 6 years to go back to victory lane at the Sahlen 6 hours of the Glen. It's his second win. It'll be John Edwards' first win in the 6 hour. Well done to Stevenson Motorsports. They're back in this championship chase big time.